This video is about JustaMinx, one of the greatest cloud sharks in Twitch history. Everything must always be about her, and she is always the victim. And this is her downfall.
Minx, a Twitch streamer with over 2 million followers who has recently gone down a very disturbing, tragic and painful path, leading to her losing thousands of followers and subscribers every single day. Hi, I'm the Internet Anarchist. I create weekly YouTube documentaries, and today we'll be looking to the sad and devastating story of JustaMinx, who throughout this video I'll be simply referring to as Minx. In the ever-evolving landscape of live streaming platforms, Twitch has emerged as a dominant force, attracting a plethora of talented creators. Among these creators, Minx, an Irish streamer, has carved out a niche for herself with a unique personality and diverse content. Minx started out on YouTube.
Unique personality, she's just one more of those, oh my audience is a bunch of 12-year-olds. The only unique part about Minx is probably the fact that she has a lot of god girls also watching her, but that's pretty much it.
At a very young age, creating Club Penguin horror videos. As time passed, one of her short stories about a sad dog went viral, getting over 800,000 views. It would be at this very moment that Minx got a taste for internet virality, and she couldn't get enough of it.
I did go viral, like I don't want to flex too much, but I made a sad dog video where I wrote a sad story about a dog. It got 800,000 views. 800,000 views. That's a lot for a 12-year-old. So I knew from then that I was going to be an internet sensation.
Like many aspiring
Already you can just see the pure arrogance.
streamers, her initial audience was small, but she persisted in her efforts and worked hard to develop an enthralling online persona. She would receive a huge career boost after going on the Love or Host game show.
Tommy needs to get ready for bed.
Tommy needs to get ready for bed. He's got class in the morning. He's got to wash. He's got to clean his shoes as well.
I don't know who you are.
Come on, Tommy. Let's get you tucked in. Come on.
What? No. What's your Twitter?
Oh shit.
I'd like to block you.
No!
Tommy.
Don't block your own.
Tommy. Oh!
Caprice, take your son along on his merry way. He needs
Come on,
to be.
Tommy.
I'm
Up
just
the stairs.
Pick him up.
Up the
Go
stairs. Come on.
Please.
The audience took a liking to her, and many of them would go on to join her streams. Minx's dedication to her craft would eventually pay off, as she began to gain traction in the Twitch community by February of 2019. One of the key factors in JustaMinx's rise to prominence is her unique and entertaining personality, known for her outspoken nature, crude humor, and bold approach to content. Minx appeals to a wide range of viewers who appreciate her authentic and unfiltered style. However, that aspect of her personality would become a double-edged sword. Certain poor choices in her life, coupled with an unstable mental state, would slowly eat away at her, and 2021 would be the start of a dark chapter in her life. In early 2021, Minx began having frequent emotional breakdowns on stream.
This was the start, yeah.
My loose skin, no matter what I do, no matter how much I work out. Look, I showed earlier. Watch, the moment I bend, it comes out. There's nothing I can do to fix it.
Psycho.
Some would perceive the situation as Minx playing things up for the camera, but coupled with the increased use of alcohol, things would only get worse. Minx started getting drunker and drunker on stream, sometimes even passing out while she was still live.
She was pretty well known for that. I think that actually also grew her audience quite a bit, because that is kind of entertaining to watch a sinking ship just get lit on fire.
Stop bulging your belly. You know I'm sucking it in, right? You know this is...
In September 2022, Minx would find herself involved in a series of controversies within the Twitch community, one of which was for laughing at a victim of sexual harassment.
She's always in controversies, that's her thing. If it's not about her, then she will turn heaven and earth to make it about her.
And completely dismissing her account of the incident.
She did not cry. She doesn't screenshots.
This is bullshit.
Right.
This is from the infamous OTK org, if you don't know about it. You know, the org that a lot of people nowadays literally just refer to as the not monetized insert word here org.
and just the Reddit comments I was getting were absolutely absurd, bro. Like, it's like, Jesus Christ, like, you guys are allowed to say this? Like, you're allowed to say these things to a woman, about a woman?
Elaborate?
But yeah.
Slick is slick. I was here for this, and the other girl that was there too, and I heard them out. This is bullshit. They went out and Slick literally was just himself. And they took it the wrong way.
Wasn't bullshit at the end.
Slick is good. Slick is weird. Yeah, he is weird. But he does it online. Like, he does it's always how Slick is.
Minx's close friend.
Pro tip, you should probably never defend someone if your IQ is below like 80 or something like that. It's not getting well for you.
Friends and families would intervene by getting her professional help at a mental institution, while making posts on Twitter explain the situation to the fans. But this didn't seem to work, as just a few days later, Minx would issue—
Her friends didn't actually try to help her, by the way. You know what her friends did? They literally were like, "Oh, you should probably stop being a drunk." "Oh, you're not gonna do anything?" "Well, we tried our hardest. We tried our hardest. Now let's go post on Twitter and Instagram and all other places that we did our best." That was pretty much how that went.
Issue an apology on stream, but the damage was already done.
Because there is an apology fucking owed. Do I feel bad? Yeah. I have been advised to do a YouTube apology video talking about it, or writing a script, which I probably should have done because knowing me, I will f up something here. I have done several things during my manic episode where it's not okay to ignore them. I'm not using my fucking mental illness as an excuse, because any mental illness comes with something deep within you. So anything I said was me. I'm personally disgusted at myself. Jumped like 2 f***ing stones ahead. But this is why women don't come out with this type of shit.
Shortly after, Minx found herself in the spotlight once again. This time after being accused of blackmail by fellow streamer Toxic Support. Toxic went to Twitlonger to recount her
What a
harrowing
name.
experience at a party hosted by Minx and her friends during the 2018 TwitchCon convention. According to Toxic, she and a friend participated in a drinking game where every mistake led to either downing a cup of vodka or removing an article of clothing. Things took a
Okay.
turn for the worse when
How?
her friend became quickly intoxicated, and Toxic ended up in her underwear surrounded by 13 men actively pressuring her to undress further. Distressed, she got dressed, helped her friend, and they promptly left the party without any—
Oh my god! Imagine you're playing a drinking game where you can either drink or remove a piece of clothing, and you end up removing a lot of piece of clothing. And how about we use this neat little word called accountability for your own actions, okay? If you were not ready to be in that situation, how about magically just choosing to not participate in this drinking game? And if someone was forcing you to participate in it, how about just leaving the party? How about that? I know this is probably groundbreaking stuff, but that was an option.
acknowledgement from the other attendees. Toxic would reach out to Minx the following day, who had mostly been absent from the party. Minx initially seemed supportive, even accompanying Toxic to a Twitch partner lounge to discuss the
That's
incident with
strange.
friends. However, later that day, Minx allegedly sent a text to Toxic banning her from future parties and threatening to divulge private information if Toxic went public with
Oh,
the story.
yeah.
Despite these allegations,
That seems a bit more on point because, you know, she's gonna betray the people with the lower clout for the people with higher clout, obviously.
Minx has remained tight-lipped, neither addressing nor commenting on the accusations on Twitch or her other
Damn.
social media channels. It is worth noting that she was going through a home invasion incident at the time, so she may not have been able to actually address the situation if she wanted to. All the drama surrounding Minx would sour her relationship with her audience, but what came next would change her relationship with the entire streaming community. On the 25th of February 2023, Minx went
2023.
live, and as usual, she had a bottle of alcohol in her hand. As the stream went on,
This is when she was completely just done.
Minx's drunken state would become all too apparent after dropping a bottle of liquor on the floor.
Pretty funny though. Not sad because she chose this herself. Like, come on, take a little bit of responsibility. No one was forcing it down your throat. You had a choice and you chose to do it. Not even sad.
Yes, I'm fucking
Minx had been intoxicated on stream before, but this time, Twitch had enough and banned Minx's account for 7 days. This incident only foreshadowed Minx's actions in the coming days. On the 11th of March 2023, the second edition of the annual Streamer Awards was being held. Naturally, Minx wanted to be in attendance to cheer on her friends and fellow streamers.
Oh, this is gonna be big. Imagine you're in a place where everyone is literally as much of a cloud shark as you. Yeah, that's probably gonna involve for some people.
But she wasn't invited. She'd already bought tickets, but approached her close friend QT, who was an organizer of the event, and asked if she would be allowed to share the ground floor with other streamers. QT Cinderella had known Minx for a long time, and was aware of how badly alcohol affected her, as there are several incidences of Minx
Isn't QT Cinderella a WIF model?
behaving recklessly at parties after she got drunk.
No! Tie it up, tie it up. No! Can't! Oh. Oh! Get next, I'm getting next. I'm in a straight line at this point. So you went on the strats and form, right? And then
Nice.
Now what are you gonna do?
Are you okay, bro? Forward. Oh my gosh,
Damn.
She also had difficulty staying sober when alcohol was present at parties.
No, Minx, really, she's taking medicine that she really can't drink.
She didn't take it in 3 days.
No, trust me. No, you can't.
She's anti-meds.
She can't.
Isn't this a turnoff? This is such a...
Melina, please, Melina, she actually can't. She actually can't.
Listen to him! He's cucking us!
Melina. No.
Hey, did you expect OTK to not take advantage of alcoholic? Did you really expect them? Did you expect something different?
Okay, I'll put it back in the cabinet.
None of them care to do anything. Except one person, honestly. There's only one person there who actually cares to try and, not be an accomplice to destroying the life of someone who is presumably their friend. The world we live in, people are just evil.
Now, so let me just talk about this, what just happened. This is weird for many reasons. Melina force feeding, sipping super hard, and her...
That's not sipping, that's...
QT would grant Minx's request, but under the condition that she wouldn't have any alcohol throughout the event. Minx would agree to QT's terms,
that's gonna work.
but that promise was quickly broken. The after party, where Minx would almost immediately get drunk and start causing a scene. She would try to push people and large propane heaters into the pool, which left the security team with no other options but to remove her from the building. Unbeknownst to anyone else at the party, Minx's friend had called an ambulance, since Minx had gone limp while she was escorted outside. Within minutes, police cars, a fire truck, and an ambulance arrived at the venue, and the after party was shut down almost immediately. Despite being given another chance, Minx had let down not just QT Cinderella, but every other streamer present. A few days later, QT Cinderella addressed the situation on a podcast with other streamers that attended the after party.
But then...
Everyone in this room does not actually care about the Minx at all. All they care about is the fact that none of that heat goes in their direction. That no one is mad at them for, completely ignoring and not caring about their friend. That's it. This is the only reason this happened.
Something that's very personal, that I'm not trying to create any unnecessary drama here, but Minx attended the after party and got kicked out and inevitably got the party shut down because it was in a residential neighborhood. And I want to unpack some things here. I personally, and I don't want this to become a rag on Minx segment, it's not going to be that. I have personally done everything in my ability to help this woman.
That's a lie.
I have tried everything. She has been my friend for years up until...
Listen, if you have never dealt with an alcoholic before, it's not like you just go up to them and say, "Hey, you're an alcoholic, fix yourself." No, that doesn't do anything. You literally physically force them into starting doing something. You forcefully take them to a rehab facility. That's what you do with alcoholics. You don't just go at them and say, "Hey, maybe fix yourself." That's the equivalent of not doing anything, That is the literal equivalent of just not doing anything.
a point last year when she had pushed me past my boundaries, where I had to say, hey, like, this is too much for me.
Other streamers like XQC and CDog, who were also present at the party, would give their own accounts of what happened.
Running in, because I was like, don't do this. This is a bad idea. I was like talking to Saikuno. I was like, yeah, my lifeguard training's kicked in. I was talking to Saikuno like this. Then Minx comes up and I was like, oh, hi. Because she was drunk. I was like, whatever, dude. Dealing with drunk people is like easy. That's fine. They said that she was trying to throw Saikuno. No, she wasn't trying to throw Saikuno in. She was trying to run in. But me and Saikuno were talking, and then she was like, you should go in, Saikuno. And then Saikuno was like, no, obviously. And then she tries to run in.
People will like it. You know, be like, oh, like, stop drinking, but they're not like actually helping at all. Well, let me, bro, stop. It's just how it is. Okay? It's just my view on it. Okay?
True.
And then I was across, and then she kept drinking, and then after that, what happened is that, you know, she just drank too much. She just drank too much. That's it. And then some stuff was getting broken or something like that, and the party was kind of like getting crazy, I guess. So they had to like put it out front, and then they got people to help, and the house people were like, yo, bro, nah, we're done with this shit.
XQC literally making no sense, but that's per usual.
This wouldn't stop Minx from sharing her side of the story on Twitter, with a tweet reading, "That was 100% the worst seizure I've had since I was 15. I still am struggling regaining memory from even yesterday."
Oh,
jeez. Cutie would respond with, "Oh, go f*** yourself. You were drunk before the after party. I almost had you thrown out of the show because you're yelling and making everyone uncomfortable. Completely. I've tried."
So this is one of the biggest things, the seizure thing. I remember this. People were going off on it. Because the thing about Minx is, I'm not joking when I say I don't watch her content, but I still know about her because she's an absolute unbelievable clout shark. She has been proven to lie about so many different things. And some of them are not even small things, just to get attention from people. She has fake things, she has lied about things, and this is why no one believes the seizure part. Because it's just too much like her to fake something like that for attention and make herself the victim. That's what she does.
I tried everything with you. Rehab, everything. I hope this is your rock bottom.
Cutie Cinderella is just trash.
March, Minx would go live on Kick to apologize and acknowledge that she does have an alcohol problem.
I shouldn't have drank. I'm not gonna lie, I was hanging with people, someone that I thought was very attractive, got nervous and started drinking. At the awards,
I saw someone who was attractive, so I started drinking. I went into a bank, saw a lot of money, got nervous and started robbing. Yeah, that's how it goes.
When I was yelling, I was just yelling to hype Huey up. I wasn't actually yelling at anyone else. Tubbo and Tubbo's father was at the table. Nadia was at the table. The two men that won the award were at the table. It was the after party that I did fuck up. But I also do want to just say that for people saying I didn't have a seizure, I definitely did have a seizure. I went to the hospital.
Sure.
I was at the hospital for a while. Are you still going to box? I'm definitely...
I don't actually know, was it proven that she did have a seizure or whatnot? I think at the end, there was more proof that she completely just faked it.
Still gonna box if they let me. It is just a shame on my behalf.
3 days later, Minx would return to Ireland to seek professional help and be closer to her family. Minx continued to stream on Twitch and share wholesome moments with her family on social media. Things were looking up for her. She was home with her family, started streaming again, and was finally getting help with her alcohol problem. But unfortunately, it wasn't all smooth sailing, as on the 22nd of March, Minx would be involved.
22nd of March, wait. So that's a 10-day time span. So it looked good for the first day or two. Yeah, it always looks good for the first day or two if someone actually, you know, makes the first step at something good. It's the long term that matters, not the short term in this situation. Looked good for her. Yeah, 1 day sober or something.
Involved in a heated argument with her sister live on stream.
To my viewer, because she was mad at me. That crosses the fucking line.
What? You took
Take her over there, will ya?
You took our mom? I'm confused. Did you not? You cop on, Dad.
The hell?
Cop on, Lauren. You fucking said information to a viewer. Saying that you and Mom are enabling her in the chat. Enabling her? You're fucking coming into my room after lying to a fucking viewer.
Jeez!
Because you have a...
Yo, they're fighting.
The pedo allegations wouldn't go unnoticed, as Keemstar and several other commentary channels would pick
Whoa,
up
I didn't even know about that one. Huh, that's insane.
on the story. Since she didn't want to escalate things any further, she just brushed it off with this tweet. Americans are soft though. A statement that ruffled some feathers, but after a few replies, Minx stayed quiet and didn't feed into the drama. It didn't take long for the heat to die down, and the internet moved on to something else. Today, Minx still keeps up with her regular upload schedule now that she's in Ireland, and recently has made strides recovering from her alcoholism.
Oh.
What I need to stop is when I go to a party, I need to know when to stop drinking.
Yep. That's bullshit. Okay, so, again, if you have never dealt with alcoholics, this is what they do. First of all, they will not admit that there is a problem at all. And then at one point, they are almost gonna be like, completely, yes, there is a problem, there's 100% a problem, but they're not gonna admit like 100% that problem. They're gonna do what exactly she just did now. She is not saying that she is just a flat-out default alcoholic. She is blaming some specific type of circumstance or drinking, like at parties. This is what they do. Oh, yeah, I have an alcohol problem, but it's only really a problem when I drink at, you know, like parties, gatherings, or things like that, you know? Only in specific cases it's a problem. Me being drunk on a daily basis, no, that's okay. Because it doesn't go too far. But me going to a party where it does go too far, that's a problem. This is typical alcoholic behavior. At one point, I can guarantee you, considering the video is about that, I can guarantee you, at one point, this is like the second step of being an alcoholic. At one point, she's gonna fully admit that she's an alcoholic and that all drinking is bad. But the catch in that situation is gonna be the fact that when she admits that, she is gonna use that as an excuse for her drinking. Yeah, when it's no longer possible to hide it, usually alcoholics start to use it as an excuse for why it's okay that they get drunk. Or why they can't help it. Essentially, completely ignoring and shifting blame until the very, very last moment. So, even if she's fine now, I have no idea, she will 100% relapse. That's just the way these things go.
When I start drinking, I know that's borderline alcoholic.
However, it is unclear how long she'll be receiving the treatment in Ireland, or if she'd even move back to America at all.
If she can't even admit that she's an alcoholic, I don't think there is any hope for that. I really doubt that someone like that is gonna change. I don't know. I don't think I have seen ever an alcoholic. And where I live, being an alcoholic is kind of almost normal-ish. All the older generations, a lot of them are alcoholics. You see that quite often. And usually the people who can't even admit that they are alcoholics, they die alcoholics. Is that gonna happen to Minx? I sure hope so, because that's gonna be a great video. She's human garbage, I'm not gonna lie. Hey, you can be pissed, but you know I'm right. Anyway, that was great! I absolutely loved the downfall of Minx, just because she's such a horrible, two-faced person. Anyway, like and subscribe. Nice.